This is your morning in 8 minutes at 6:49. Cleanup continues as mud and debris from floodwaters have completely washed out roads across Kentucky.
Governor Andy Beshear says the death toll is now 23 from the flooding earlier and that winter weather. President Donald Trump approved a major disaster declaration for Kentucky this weekend. That follows last week's initial emergency declaration. This will make federal funding available for people in the impacted areas, and that money can be used for temporary housing and other programs. Federal funding will also be available to the state and local governments, along with certain nonprofit organizations. Well, Sevier County keeps on growing, and that means keeping up with power demand.
TVA working to bring more power to the Waldens Creek and Wares Valley area. Neighbors in the area, though, say they're concerned. TVA and Sevier County Electric say they plan to build another substation and 3 transmission lines. Folks we talked to are worried about the changes. They say the place they call home would be ruined by these lines. But officials say the lines and substation are a necessity for Sevier County as more people continue to move there. Officials say they're taking feedback from neighbors about the project. TVA will accept public comment until March 24th. Construction would start in fall of next year. And right now, a bill that would ban some hemp products is moving through state committees.
Senate Bill 1413 would ban the $200 million hemp industry's most popular product, THCA flower, along with sales online and at convenience stores. The bill cleared the Senate State and Local Government Committee, with some lawmakers concerned about the impact of the bill. Business owners say if the bill passes, it would be detrimental to the industry, but lawmakers argue it would protect kids. Hemp stores say THCA makes up a large part of their profits, and store owners also say they want to make sure people have safe access to THC products. The proposal now heads to the Senate Finance, Ways and Means Committee next. Trust us to follow this bill for you as it moves through the General Assembly.
And state lawmakers also discussed adding period products to Tennessee's sales tax holiday. It's estimated that women spend $293 million each year on feminine hygiene products. Tennessee's annual sales tax holiday is typically the last weekend in July, so parents can save on school supplies. The Revenue Subcommittee gave the bill a negative recommendation, but it does move forward to the Senate Finance, Ways and Means Committee as well. And a 30-day suspension on proposed tariffs ends in less than a week.
Next Tuesday, President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on imports from Mexico and Canada are scheduled to begin. Those blanket tariffs would come with another 10% tariff on Canadian energy products. The tariffs have already raised concerns among businesses and consumers about an economic slowdown and accelerating inflation. But President Trump claims the import taxes will help Americans. Both countries have also threatened retaliatory tariffs in response.
A Missouri woman accused of trying to defraud Elvis Presley's family in a scheme to auction off his Graceland mansion pleaded guilty in federal court. 53-year-old Lisa Finley changed her plea to guilty on a felony mail fraud charge. She faces up to 20 years in prison, a $250,000 fine, or up to 3 years probation with a $100 fine. Prosecutors recommended 57 months in prison. She'll be sentenced on June 19th. And we're just a few weeks out from the reopening of Dollywood.
This year, you can expect to notice a few changes. The first thing you're going to see before you even get into the park is crews adding 3,000 new parking spaces during the off-season. In Country Fair, a whole section of games has been torn down to make way for a new place for families to relax and little kids to splash in the water. On top of that new construction, officials tell us they've got a lot of new shows planned too for the upcoming season.
And this morning, the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association partnering with Second Harvest to donate food to local veterans. It all starts at 11 o'clock this morning and goes until the food is gone. It's at the Pump Springs Baptist Church in Harrigan. And this morning, if you're looking to join the Knoxville Fire Department, today is your chance.
KFD hosting a special hiring event today at the Knoxville Expo Center. It's from 3 to 6 o'clock. Firefighters encourage you to bring your families too, because they can explore fire trucks and other equipment on site. To apply for the job, you must be at least 18 years old with a high school diploma or equivalency. You don't have to have prior experience. You do need to find all the information you know under the We're Hiring Wednesday section of your WVLT News app.
And in just a few months, after like a dozen years, you'll finally need that real ID, and the Tennessee State Library wants to make the process as smooth as possible. Anyone who needs a copy of their marriage records before 1974 can request one from the library. They can be used as proof of identification when you apply for a real ID. They say it may take longer to get your documents because of such high demand. The deadline to get that real ID is May 7th. You'll need it when going through airport security, or you'll have to use your passport.
Right now, $38 billion in repairs needed on Tennessee roads. TDOT is asking the state to help get it all done. TDOT's budget, if approved, would be just over $1 billion. TDOT says they've seen a decline in the quality of Tennessee's roads since 2012, but their goal now is to have at least half of our roads in good condition. $80 million of that budget would go toward road and bridge repairs, adding more litter and mowing crews and more TDOT help trucks in rural areas.
And we've seen those crews out fixing potholes, things like that. Let's see how that morning commute's rolling this morning with Olivia.
Yeah, guys, crews working really hard to repair those potholes. Definitely good news. Another area that also saw a lot of road problems was following Helene. You can see all those stickers on the map there. Definitely, they've been working to get that fixed as fast as possible. Here's a live look now. One of those morning commute hotspots, I-75 at Merchant Drive, north and southbound lanes moving along. And one more look, I-640 at Western Avenue. Traffic still moving there. We're used to seeing some of those slowdowns in those westbound lanes, but they still look good right now.
5 minutes to 7 and really a beautiful morning. I told you those clouds moving around would make for a more colorful sunrise. This is a great example looking from Ober, checking the sun out as it comes up and over the mountains and casts the beautiful colors on the clouds moving by the Smokies. Temperatures still moving around because of those passing clouds, meaning it's 42 Wartburg, 40 Knoxville, but 32 Sevierville, just down the hill from here. 30 Tazewell and Middlesboro. Close in, you can actually see some of the differences you would feel. For example, most of Knox County's actually low to mid 30s. The airport's just been running warmer. So downtown 34, along with Kodak, 30 Gatlinburg, 42 though Mossheim, to 32 Washburn. Few clouds moving around has made a difference. You can see some of those clouds over downtown Knoxville too. Look at that, casting that pink glow on the river. Knoxville just dropped to 38 now at the airport, but we'll get back up to 45. 64 midday, sorry, I just inverted all my numbers. 64 midday, gusts around 15 miles per hour. That'll be 73 this afternoon. Yes, getting warmer. Next couple of days, those temperatures again bouncing around upper 50s to low 60s, not bad. Sunday's still looking cooler. I'm also tracking some aches and pains that come with that coming up on the CW, and the heavier rain middle of next week with some stronger gusts there as well.
I am so excited about today. I was in shorts and a t-shirt yesterday. I mean, just living the dream. I loved it. And that sunrise this morning.
Gorgeous.
Goodness.
Beautiful.
Get outside. That'll do it for us. We'll see you at 7 on WBXX.